Hello and welcome back to another Champroll episode. This one is very special because it's going to be the first one on the new patch point, like 3.6.0. And if you want to get an update on what changed, you should definitely watch our podcast. It also has like the different changes here discussed point by point. And yeah, all the card updates, for example. Like how they didn't actually mention Garen here, for example. And yeah, this one will be the first one. Also, I want to discuss a little bit or talk a little bit about my plans going forward. Don't worry, it's nothing special. I'm not like leaving the game or anything. I'm having the best time I've ever had in this game. And yeah, just like I'm going to talk a little bit more about general stuff than usual. Like I had a very good talk with Dr. Lore recently. I want to do this when we're actually in the games, so I have to have some gameplay to watch in the background, and it's just not me talking boringly. I will do a separate video on all of this stuff that I'm discussing right now. The TLDR is I don't want to ever feel forced to upload daily videos, and I want to go back to making actual educational video, PowerPoint slides and stuff like that again on my own time frames and not feeling pushed to follow a specific schedule. I'm going to talk more about that later, but for now, let's first move on to collecting our anniversary rewards. The first day we get a Vi skin, or a Vi champion card, I guess, so that's nice. 3000 shards, thank you for that. And tomorrow we get the emotes, and then we eventually get the skins. Okay, nothing new in the store, by the way. Nothing we can actually spend our mana on, our money on. I usually just spend 20 bucks or so on the new patch and make more stuff prismatic, make other stuff, but right now there's not really anything that's new or worth getting. But yeah, we're getting excited a little bit. Let's start with our actual Champroll deck. I cheated a little bit here and rolled until we finally found a new champion. But I took the second one that's actually new. First one was like the first actual deck was Teemo Kench. We are going to visit that later on. And the second one I rolled was just like a boring Sion deck. And I'm really not a big fan of Sion. As you can see, he's not prismatic. He's one of the like 10 or 20 champions that's not prismatic. Just don't really like him that much. And have done Sion videos in the past, so you didn't really change that much. And the third one, I rolled, where I'm in between, there were like random non-buffed stuff. The third one I rolled was really spicy, and this one is LeBlanc with Rek'Sai. And oops. And I think this is a really, hello, right? Yeah, I think this is a really spicy idea to combine these two. Maybe worth mentioning right now, there are like a few bugs already, like Banditry. I want to document this. It's not actually changed, so it's still a 5 mana at the time of this recording. Probably they're fixing this soon. And Yara Olseer is currently not working. The stance swap and the Ashe is leveling up on any cost reduction, not just to 0, but if you just play like a troll chant on something, a little bit weird. Let's say you play a troll chant on a unit, and it also gives a cost reduction. But yeah, random bugs. However, I want to focus now on making LeBlanc and Rek'Sai work together. So Rek'Sai, kinda a quote-unquote boring champion as well, because Lurk is kinda confined to a certain archetype. You have to play Shurima and Bilgewater. Recently someone asked me how do I build a Lurk deck. I just told them put every card that says Lurk in it into the deck, cut the Bloodbaits, Ripper's Bay, and add like some predict cards. That's literally how you build a Lurk deck. And of course it usually goes with Pyke, who is actually prismatic. I haven't really done that much stuff with Rek'Sai so far. Maybe she's worth turning prismatic as well, Rek'Sai. Yeah. Yeah, I think she deserves it. We should support the right a little bit here and have our. I think every other lurker is prismatic already, except for like Zexareth. I think that's kinda good. 1 second. Alright, we are back. I successfully replenished my... What? No, wait, what? Why did it do it twice now? What? 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened here, but I tried buying 20 euros of coins. It didn't went through, and then I tried to do it again. And suddenly both purchases went through, so now I bought like 4,000 coins, which was not my intention. However, I sent to write a support ticket. We should get this figured out. And now we can move on with the video. Rek'Sai, you are now prismatic as well. And this head for Riven not being prismatic, but I'm not going to mess around with it too much in case they refund something. But yeah, Rek'Sai, welcome to the club of prismatics. What are we going to do with the deck here in the end? So how did LeBlanc get changed? Now she also on level up gives you a mirror image, which means this mirror image is way more usable than before. And I want to actually use the mirror image here with Rek'Sai to make a second Rek'Sai and to get this double lurk trigger. Rek'Sai's level up triggers, not like usual we've attacked, but it's an I've attacked. So you have like a misfortune out. She's like, I've seen you attack, and this is more happening before the actual combat happens. However, Rek'Sai levels up in the middle of the combat. So if you have multiple Rek'Sais, they can buff each other and then level up this way. This here. So this means we want to have some kind of ways to trigger reputation. Actually, lurkers are pretty good at triggering reputation. And we also want, like our Rek'Sai, cards that find our Rek'Sai, lurkers in general. So the first go for lurkers. And you don't really have that many options here. I'm also going to turn my last lurker here prismatic. I didn't really like the deck that much ever, but it's completionist's sake. And Shoalfish, nobody plays that, so it can stay unprismatic. And we're not playing Virtual anyways, so yeah, we definitely want to have our lurkers in the deck. And actually not sure about these ratios, I'm just going to add them in for now and then work this out later on. And I'm also interested in this new card. There's multiple different ways we can push this. We can do a little bit of a mid-range build with these two cards. Could also... A card I definitely want is Treasure Seeker. It's working with both our champions. Just in general, the Waking Sense is very good for activating ephemeral or like reputation. And also want like the Chrono Man, because it's just very good at finding champions and 2-drop for attacking early on. I think I also want like a Glory Seeker. And I think I'm going to go a little bit... I don't know, like Lurk is such a weird archetype. Like you kind of have to play a lot of Lurk cards, otherwise your Lurk doesn't do anything. Could play some Thorned Blades to activate our reputation. Seems like a fun thing to do for Rek'Sai. And like Rek'Sai gets overwhelmed anyways and level up. There's already 32 cards, it's crazy. I think I'm going to go down a little bit on the late game cards. I think we need that many of those. Instead, like they activate our lurk, so... But you don't really need that many lurk stacks if you're playing like Thorn Blade and stuff. So that's something. Could play like a Whirling Death or two. That's a very good card as well. I kind of want to try out this new card as well. I don't really think it fits the deck that much. Could also play Callous Bone Crushers. Oh my god, Callous Bone Crushers. Where are you, my friend? This guy. Eh. Kinda like this deck is not going to be the best ever, but it's going to be something. Okay, reputation, here we go. Invest a new card. Oh, I don't even have it yet. Of course I don't. Here we go, 4 glory. I summon 2 Treferring Glory Seekers. Perfect. Going to play 2 copies of this as well, just as a reputation deck. Is this worse than LeBlanc Severe? Probably. Should we play Rek'Sai outside of Bilgewater? No. But this is Champroll, and yeah, I assume you want to see this stuff. You also play like a Siphoning Strike. Or you just really like my content, and then I'm thankful for you being here as well. We want more 1-drops. We could play like a Thrashing Step, but we could play like more interaction spells as well. Like a... Usual way, another way to build this is with like Legion Marauders, but I kind of want to be more all in on like the Rek'Sai stuff. You don't really need Might. Like Might is a usual card you play in these kind of decks. Here, this card. We don't really need that with Rek'Sai because Rek'Sai already has Overwhelm. By the way, my take on burst speed spells are not really worth turning prismatic. Oh, Quicksand is like a just general good card we could include. Bloody Business is another like removal spell. Is it probably on the B? It is. Could play a Rite of Negation. I don't really like playing Rite of Negation in like these more aggressive decks. I don't really think we want Bloody Business that much because like Siphoning Strike is just a little bit better, I think. Quicksand is just so defensive. I think this deck really wants to be aggressive, wants to deal damage, and not just sit around passively. We'll play some Perseverums to not run out of card draw, I guess. It doesn't seem awful. And yeah, it's always like these few, or Ancient Hourglass is also nice. Oh, Black Rose Spy with Rek'Sai. But that doesn't really make sense because if Rek'Sai strikes in combat, you don't really want to make a second one. So sorry, Black Rose Spy. Does it make sense? You would have to play like Siphoning Strike on Rek'Sai and then you can play Black Rose Spy to copy Rek'Sai. That sounds so awful. It's a 2-drop. Nah, I think I'm going to play a few actual support cards here. Like 1 Hourglass and 1 Perseverium. Kinda shitty, but maybe we don't need these late game cards. Now I want to play with the new cards here. So yeah, 1 Ancient Hourglass and Perseverium it is. Let's go. This deck tick is already way too long. Okay, LeBlanc, Rek'Sai. And sure, there are ways to do this more efficiently and better, probably. Like you can go all in on Rek'Sai with like just Might and stuff without a LeBlanc. But I want to try these new cards out here a little bit, like Bone Crusher and For Glory. These are the 2 nuke parts, and I think you also want to see if they do anything. Again, this is not the best spell for it, but it's funny. Oh, you could play like, you should probably play, let's not play these 2. Ruthless Predator. Like the obvious card of like Treasure Seekers and stuff. And just having Runer will give us in the deck. Okay, I think this is better. Good. Let's move on to the games. And I will play this Masters again. And again, this is not the most serious deck ever. So don't, like a usual Champroll episodes, don't take this to a regional tournament or a seasonal tournament or something. Just for fun. And yeah, see you in the first game. Alright, first game loading up. Like I said, I'm going to talk a little bit about other stuff as well here. While we are... Okay, nice loading screen. While we are facing these matchups. Okay, we have LeBlanc, we have 1-drop. That's good. See if we can find Rek'Sai. Udyr Braum here. Cool new change. Udyr now has played stance drops 3 times. And we're facing Cooled Cannon here. Omenhawk turn 1. And let's see if we can hit some lurk here. I don't really mind these visual changes. Like, they are fine. Don't really like how it doesn't say pass anymore, but you can kind of see it with these icons over here. See if we can find Rek'Sai or predict. Yeah, call attack will have to work. The lurk is least. Yeah, just free attack. Probably you're going to face a lot of stats, but we are playing Rek'Sai, so that's fine. And yeah, I don't have autopass on. Okay, so I did a very wholesome conversation with Dr. Lore, who offered on Twitter to talk with content creators, and he said my big edge is like to actually talk about or explain stuff, and that I should mostly just do what I wanted to do, and I agree on that. I don't think there's a real way to become a professional lore streamer for many people. Like, of course, some that are very good at it can do it, but it's still pretty hard to be like really top-notch competitive and stuff. So I think I'm going to take that to hard. I think I want to hit this Braum, by the way. Oh, I did not play the second one. I want to take this to hard and don't want to ever feel like I'm being forced into daily content or anything like that. I said in the very beginning that I want to do like an education video on Monday and a gameplay video on Friday. And after the exposition change, got a little confused, didn't really know what to do anymore, what I wanted to do. So, oh, they have a actual combat trick, interesting. They're blocking this one then? Okay, really. And yeah, I want to go back to educational content. I'm going to look for a editor. Interesting attack. I'm fine. What can they have here? They can still have a troll chant. That's greedy. Get punished! GG, my friend. Are you actually going to win a game here? And yeah, I want to just focus on educational stuff and not so much feel forced to do like daily uploads. So that was like the biggest point I want to talk about. Actually going to win again with Rek'Sai and LeBlanc. This is awesome. Mirror image Rek'Sai, here we go. Oh my god. Probably just going to have a frostbite here or something, but... Blessed by snow and stars. An auspicious season. Well, I should have done it after I put my mirror image in this deck, but now I can just target another thing, so it doesn't really make that much sense.
Nothing escapes my watch.
Surprised to see me.
Okay, we might not just win yet, but it's still a nice buff to our Rek'Sai and to our board in general, and I just have to deal with our 8-5 LeBlanc eventually. It would be hard for this deck. And yeah, like I said, more PowerPoint slides coming up, more edited stuff coming up in the future, and I'm looking forward to that. Oh.
We go where the War Mother bids.
Okay, that's big. I'm really bad at this, like talking and thinking. But this is quite exciting what's going on here. Can you find another Rek'Sai? Ooh, another Siphoning Strike, that's good. I'm going to start predicting here. Yes. What is this deck?
Our ancient enemies are returning.
Then, young fox, lead us to their heart.
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Do they have something? Do you think they have another frostbite? Are they so boring?
I need just a moment.
This would be a good winter. Undying war.
I probably have a troll chant here or something. I think I still want to try and take down the Udyr here. How much more damage? Much more.
For glory, you're mine.
So this should exactly give us the LeBlanc spell again. Then we can go for the Siphoning Strike afterwards.
Remember me.
See if they tap out for the stance again or hold up something. Nope.
Blessed by the spirits gather.
Now we can take down the Udyr.
Iron boar. My eyes are open.
This deck is so hilarious. I should have killed the other one, but I think the Udyr is still a big threat. We just have gigantic Rek'Sai next turn.
These eyes see all.
Whoa, big open attack.
Don't touch it.
The one of you.
So obvious.
You. They have like a Battle Fury or something, that would be pretty lame. Okay, player on the Battle Fury, probably not right. Like just put it on anything. Okay, if you have Battle Fury, you are lame, but guess. Yeah. Educational content will happen again. Not exactly in a while, and like I said, I don't want to push myself. And
This will be a good winter.
yeah, but they never kill me here, right? Okay, nice.
Feathers.
My work.
How do you win the game from this spot?
Intruders, stay back.
Okay, 0 cost mirror image next turn.
An auspicious
Come on, you're so lame. Why are you playing Ravenous Flock in this deck? It's just lame.
It's time.
Okay, if you have another Frostbite, you win.
sign of
But,
brighter things to come.
well, what can you do? Lame deck over here. Playing actually good cards.
Blessed by snow and stars.
Okay, draw a spell that's not a Frostbite. Draw like an Inner Stance or something. Like, because they have a bunch of buffs already on the cards. But yeah, 16-10 Rek'Sai. Really nice. Let's see if they have another Frostbite and we lose. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty hard to stop. Nice. Do not have it. Or they have a harsh winds or something. Woo! Double level up. Oh my god, I'm recording, right? Oh my god, this is so awesome. LeBlanc, Rek'Sai being meta. This is hilarious. Oh my god, he won a game with LeBlanc, Rek'Sai in Masters. This is insane. I am dying. Wow. And we got the one of the first quests, right? Guest of Honor. It's like a daily quest thing or like randomly extra ones? Oh, you get like the card thingy, complete all 7 daily quests. Okay. I don't even want to play anymore, this game was too good. Oh my god. But yeah, see you. See you. Let me update our score, I'm very proud of this, I have to do this like together. We're not 1-4 anymore, we are 1-0. And yeah, see you in the next game. Alright, so now we can go 0-4 from this point. I'm just happy about this. We're facing Gyuda Ballerino with Nightfall. Nice. Oh, we have our for glory. I don't think that's something you want to keep in your opening hand, especially against Nightfall. Maybe you want some 1-drops here, maybe even mulligan LeBlanc for 1-drops. I think that's actually good. Want our lurk triggers to hit. Okay, no 1-drops here, unfortunately. We have like 6 in our deck. A little bit less than the normal lurk deck. What can you do? Interesting, they just pass back to me. They could play like a fading thingy and stuff on my card. I think I just take the pass. This is the new pass thing, by the way, so you can just not worry too much about the no longer the symbol. And this sucks. I can put LeBlanc on top, and I can use Call the Pack to put Rek'Sai on top and buff her. Hiding Touch. They don't play like Philus, right? This Deadstalker. Okay, I'm fine with that. Let's go Call the Pack. Okay, more late game stuff. Not really what we want. At least to get our Rek'Sai trigger here. Yeah, a little bit of a slow start for ours. Yeah. Oh wait, no Paper's Gate. That's interesting. They have like a... They don't play Unspeakable Horror or something to kill this off. Seems a little bit interesting. I'm just going to go for the Diana. Okay. Going to let them do that. What? Interesting. I will not just ping this and then hit me for 2. But like the good play would be to ping this. Like you're just literally wasting my damage here. So weird. But we now know they play the Unspeakable Horror, what it's called. With 5, so 7, so we need like 1 more lurk trigger. Oh, LeBlanc is also nice, but I think I want to get my big unit online. Nightfall has trouble dealing with big units, they can like pump the Diana a bunch. But otherwise, I always have to deal with this challenge. Okay, they have a Fading Memories, interesting. Activates Nightfall and use this in the future. Oh my god, I'm really not getting to talking a lot. What does this even do? I mean, this is still dying and this is still a good attack. Okay. But like they still lose Diana here. I'm not sure about these lines my opponent is taking here. I mean, we're getting 2 champions out of them for 2 random followers. That seems good for me, or net positive. Maybe they have like more champions, but just have big dudes here over big dudes. Okay, double LeBlanc is interesting. Don't have to react to that. You play out an ephemeral unit, I can just pass and let you hit me. Okay, another Diana. Now I think I don't want to... Oh, this is a 5-5 now. I don't think I want to take all this damage. I can just let them challenge my Executor. Health doesn't matter on this guy. Double Diana is obviously the nut draw for any Nightfall deck. But like I said, I'm fine with us losing the next 2. Especially against these 2 draws. Like turn 2 Diana, turn 4 Diana. It's very hard to beat for most aggressive decks. Okay. Listening. 7, 8, so it's still not enough. So we play either one of those out. I think I'm playing LeBlanc out here. Don't want to just... Yeah, we have also the Sigil as backup. 1 out of 4. Interesting. Need to go for an attack here. Would be fine. No lurk trigger, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. No lurk trigger really sucks here. Okay, but now we can take down the Diana with our Siphoning Strike. As it has for 2 mana, they can just like ping or I don't know. But basically they can't really deal with this stuff anymore. And then next turn we can hopefully go for the Rek'Sai plus LeBlanc flip. Okay, Duskbringer against Nightfall you want to pass a lot. Even in an aggressive deck, they have to activate their spells and stuff. This is not nearly leveled up here. Now we can just play the Dunebreaker and we shouldn't be able to like lethal us here with our Whirling Death. I'm kind of fine with this change as well. Just trading champions, we have a second LeBlanc in hand. Just going to take this trade as well. Just have one real card and one random Nightfall guy. Onto Dusk for 2 more damage here. That's fine. Another Onto Dusk. That's more annoying. Would be happy if they could stop drawing Onto Dusks. I guess they take my LeBlanc flip here. They tap out like that. I want to be very aggressive. And we can go Rek'Sai next turn. Double Rek'Sai in fact. How do you even stop that?
Blooms once more. Sisters.
Okay, and here we go. Rek'Sai. Double Rek'Sai. Just need to hit Lurk on top. And then we are golden, I think. What, you play the Harrowing in Nightfall? Or the garbage list? It literally doesn't do anything here. Oh, your Nocturne triggers multiple times, interesting. But why would you do that on the defensive turns? Like, how do you win next turn? You do this. What's the point of this? We all just die next turn. And just attack here. Hit Lurk. And play my other dudes.
We will resist.
Why would you block with a What? They all have ephemeral. Why would you block with a real one? Am I getting trolled here or something?
Time to make an appearance.
Okay. Do you have a second Harrowing in hand? If you have like double Harrowing, double... I'm really confused here. If they have double Harrowing, double Champion, I'm sure you got me. I literally have it! Oh my god, how can you be so bad and so lucky? Draws to the end, the end on 2, the end on 3. Draws double Nocturne and draws double Harrowing when literally out of cards. Like they just had one random Nightfall card. Or maybe they played it. Guess they had one Harrowing, top decked another Harrowing. Oh my god, how can you be so bad but so lucky? I'm not going to sit through this. Oh my god. Well, Nightfall, Harrowing, you saw it here first. Undeserved win for them. What can you do? Literally just top deck the Harrowing on the defensive turn to survive. And like, because if you wouldn't have the Harrowing here, we would have double Rek'Sai, and from our double buffs, from Lurk hitting, we would have 2, 11, 11 Overwhelm. They just had a random unit here, they die. And yeah, that was the plan, but I guess double Harrowing. Cool concept though. I'm not really sure how good it actually is, but interesting, because Harrowing is quite a slow card, quite a late game card. But a cool idea. See you in the next game. Okay, next game loading immediately. Lots of people playing here have like 3-second queue times. Armadillo Sadiko. So a sadistic armadillo. If I 1-drop, don't need the other stuff. And our Rek'Sai, our LeBlanc. It's nice. There's a hatchling and Treasure Seeker into LeBlanc. Seems like a good curve. A little bit awkward here because all of our important cards cost 3 mana, so we have to make a choice oftentimes. Oh, we didn't hit Lurk. Oh, we did hit Lurk. Nice. A little bit delayed. And yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. However, like I said, I want to focus in general on like the educational content, and I actually want to play this. Don't know. Just go call the pack next turn.
This is justice.
Play LeBlanc out and call the pack. Probably have like frostbites and stuff, which could be annoying. This is a good coil pack target. Don't want that yet. And this is a lot of pressure for mid-range decks. Just passes. It's kind of annoying. You probably have like a frostbite here. But what can you do?
What a treat.
Not much you can do. I don't think a frostbite makes very much sense here, except it's with his like 3 sisters, and definitely makes sense. But with Akshan, kind of want. Okay, Quicksand definitely also makes sense. Sucks to be you, LeBlanc, but it's 3 mana for 3 mana, though it's not the worst.
It's time.
And it hits the Akshan a little bit. Can't block any 2 attackers anymore. Still annoying, of course, but not the end of the world, I would say.
Arda's gonna make a meal of 'em.
I have a meal. I'm gonna make a meal of your Akshan.
Villains beware.
Block. Use them anyways.
Taken.
And yeah, typical lurk gameplay. Just play on curve.
Quicker
Get all the
and
units
quicker.
out. And yeah, Quicksand is an annoying card for many archetypes. Oh, we find Rek'Sai here. That's pretty good. Go for the charger here. I kinda don't mind really that it's going like darker and stuff. It makes the lighting effects go a little bit better. It's a little bit over the top, I think, but it's not the worst. Okay, just leveling up Akshan here, it seems like. But like they're never escaping my 5 attack, right? Okay, just goes for the level up. That's fine. Still getting killed, getting to kill the Akshan. And it's still like 5 mana for 2 1-drops, so that's good as well. Again, I'm just going to work on my lurk triggers, my level up. Even get a 1-drop here, that's cool. I think we play that. Can't play another like Ice Shard or something like that. This trade still happens, regardless. I can summon the Sunstone Charges and I just don't attack with this. I can predict it to stuff. I don't really matter about this or care about this either. It just predicts. Like even if they have double shaped zone or something. I guess a Troll Chain would save Akshan. That is kinda annoying. Yeah, even if they have a Troll Chain, they have a Troll Chain, they can have everything. But it's fine, I think. Still get our big Rek'Sai next turn and they still have to deal with Rek'Sai level. Should be hard for this deck. Okay, Akshan dies, maybe they have a second Akshan. This one would make sense. But yeah, despite them spending all of the mana, they're at 9, we are at 17. They got some kind of value out of this stuff, but I think that's still okay for us. Really need a Frostbite here to not lose to
Our ancient enemies are returning.
Lurk and stuff.
Young fox, lead us to their
Okay, I'm playing my big guy, you're playing your big guy. Seems fine. They have 0 cost stance, so they can like deal 1 to everything if they want, but then they also weaken you at their own board. Yeah, do that, but then 1 more damage taken. I think that's okay.
fire ram.
What is this attack? I have a Shade Stone. I think I'm fine with... I get a few stands out of... I get a stance either way, right? Like it's just strike. Like this does 2 more damage or like 4 more damage on attack than on defense, but if they have a Frostbite it's kinda annoying. Don't want to block here because of Shaped Stone. I think that's going to skip block. Never killing me here next turn. And we can just like play multiple guys out that are very threatening to them. Unfortunately my Rek'Sai doesn't level up yet. Attacked with 10 plus power, so we would be like 1 turn off of that. Going to start with my... So maybe it's still worth it to go for the... this is awkward. Why do you not level up Rek'Sai? Got like 1 Rek'Sai trigger, we got like each attack in. It's very annoying that you don't level up. Maybe if you hit the Rek'Sai on top, that's actually true. If you hit the Rek'Sai on top, we can level up Rek'Sai. No Rek'Sai on top, I guess we can take the Rek'Sai Wrath. do we still play Rek'Sai or not? Probably not, right? I still have to like deal with our... If you just play a stance on Udyr, I guess I can play a stance on this guy. Maybe we play conservatively here. Like, of course, I've never played this deck before. I didn't practice it at all. I don't practice either or any Champroll decks I build. It's more about fun. Yeah, this is generally what his daily content is. I also talked to about people who were like, it's kind of hard to... Why would you ever go for regeneration here, by the way? What's the point? You're already so big. Why would you go for regeneration? Why would you not go for like overwhelm or something? I mean, I have to attack still, but... not much we can do here. Like Akshan on curve, Udyr on curve. Interesting deck though. I think we are generally favored against this stuff. What really ruined it for us? Maybe the... I don't think we played anything wrong though. Maybe the quicksand on LeBlanc. I think that was kinda crushing. I don't think we can play around the quicksand there. I guess we try to find LeBlanc next turn. Just hope. Okay, no LeBlanc. Maybe Siphoning Strike can do something in the future. Like, aggressive. I'm not going to attack here because I don't want to get a stance. Just have like a, I don't know. Yellow Desert Duel, okay. I mean, it makes sense for sure. Makes sense for sure. But yeah, Udyr actually scary now. Actually does stuff. Really cool to see. Don't think we have a way out of this. I just give it overwhelm next turn and then we lose. But never give up. Never surrender. Like my one out is like Xaxaref. Okay, just second action. Like why does everybody draw like 3000 champions here? Like we can't beat actual good decks if they have like 1000 champions. I'm just going to wait here. This attack doesn't kill us yet. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. Okay, I guess I have Space Shield now. I guess I can concede. But yeah, pretty cool deck. Pretty cool deck. Nothing I can complain about. Fair match. Quicksand was a kind of random, but it makes sense. And yeah, unfortunate. See you in the next one. Okay, LeBlanc Ashe here. And this seems also atrocious because they just like frostbites ruin our whole game plan. But we're going to try. I'm going to just keep this good curve and see what we can do with it. Yeah, facing frostbites here seems very bad for any kind of lurk deck. We just play the Treasure Seeker here. We can throw a Glory Seeker. I think it's fine running this out. We have like an Icewell Archer. They want to actually frostbite this. What? Trifarian Hopeful in a serious deck. Oh. Why would you ever play that?
Steady now. You're mine.
I actually want to. I don't think I actually want to do this because I want to have my LeBlanc next turn and I can actually do more useful stuff here in the future. But they probably have like frostbites and stuff. Okay. I don't think this matters a lot. I'm going to play my LeBlanc.
Time to make an appearance.
Yeah, I don't care about this 5 damage. Interesting to run these old cards here. Maybe just testing it out. Seeing how they still do. I kinda don't want to open attack here because that would leave us very vulnerable to like any kind of frostbite effects. We can't really do anything meaningful here. Kinda want to go for the Waking Sands, but then they just pass. I would be fine if they just passed. I think. Oh, they just throw the game. Interesting choice. You into you. Okay, I can still have a frostbite, but I think I'm going to be fine against it. You attack into this one, I guess. You attack into this one. LeBlanc and then you. I think that seems fine. This wave they have a frostbite, I just take up my 5-2. That doesn't really matter.
Remember me.
Yeah, pretty strong draw from my opponent, I would say, but we can still block this guy. At least like if they have an Ashe, they have an Ashe. We're two of the champions ourselves, so nothing to complain about. We take the obvious block. Take my LeBlanc level up and just keep the pressure up. They're playing units that can't block, so we kinda have to race them down a little bit. Can't really out-trade these units easily. I think I'm going to go for my predict here. Rek'Sai is interesting. 1 power off, unfortunately, for it to be good. It's just a skip. No, we can put it on top. Yeah, really. I think it's still good. Okay, more random guys. That's fine. Okay, let's start actually with the mirror image. The frostbite, Just know that, no, not in combat when this happens. Fine. Okay, just 2 Ancient Yedis in the opening hand. Must be nice to be that good at the game. And yeah. Attack. And you can also, of course, Sigil of Malice afterwards. Take 1 of these Yedis down. Not right now, but maybe when I play another card.
Victory requires a sharp
Or
blade.
do we just take down you? But yeah, Frostbite is just an atrocious matchup for us. I think we would have still won if they didn't have like a second 5-5 or 4 mana here. Like this seems very bad and this seems very bad.
I'm not getting
I just want to take down you though. How you're doing this turn is bad, but I want to play around any kind of throw chance and stuff like that. Kinda looking pretty dead here, but I'm also like reshuffling my LeBlanc spell for exactly this reason. Maybe if it is on top, then we are fine. Or we just didn't put it on top. How would you play something here? It's just so bad. How would you play something? Like what if I guess I don't, doesn't really matter because I just but I guess you don't win because I could have like a quicksand or something, but I think they got me. I have nothing. GG. GG. I said I don't mind, but yeah. Annoying. Frostbite's just an awful matchup for any lurk deck, I think. Especially if they're paired up with 5/2s. And yeah, last match coming up. Okay, last match. Maybe I jinxed it. Maybe I shouldn't have said we want to go 1-4, but I literally don't care anymore. Okay, it's cool killing again. The person beat in the first one. We kinda get a rematch here. Let's see if we can do it again. Again with the Udyr, Braum and Freljord control list. Funnily how we almost only hit Freljord decks here. They have like frostbites and stuff in it. If they remember me. No one drops this time, unfortunate. Trembling. I like.
Patient, cautious, and quiet.
See if we can find like a champion, LeBlanc or something. Nope. Just a skip. Probably. To find my champions.
The possibilities are endless.
But yeah, this should be a tough general. Just like facing Udyr 5 times just a tough in general.
People to be.
Okay, I don't have a frostbite up anymore, so I think we can attack. We're going about play around Brittle Steel, the added Brittle Steel. The added Brittle Steel just for facing the LeBlanc decks. Oh my god. Brittle Steel is terrible. Makes no sense in this deck at all. What are you? Are you really afraid of any small units heading your way with a Braum and Udyr, hard control, stand swap stuff list? Brittle Steel is definitely a wrong inclusion here. Worked out for them, I guess, in this time. But doesn't change it, it's a bad card in the list. Oh, they added a Brittle Steel just if they face me again. Or another LeBlanc deck. Maybe it's a one-off, it's fine, but I still don't like it. Just play Trollchant or other stuff. Trollchant wouldn't have done anything here, so I was fine with it. I don't take myself things, so maybe that's why I have it.
We know how to prepare.
But that sucks.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
Let's see if they have like an animation for Glory here. And I want to still play this card once before we move on. Oh, they can just stand Sky. Right. Oh my god. Well. I'm going to get myself out. Well, I told you I'm not going to cut anything out, but yeah, that was a pretty bad misplay. So, okay, it was short, but we did the thing we came here to do, and I'm happy about it, so that is fine. Like I said, I'm not going to say, oh my god, these new decks are going to be amazing and stuff, but I had fun. And I think we just really ran into unfortunate matchups with the deck. You really want to hit like Demacia decks with this, or stuff that doesn't just have Frostbites and 1 damage AoE. I think Lurk in general really suffers if like Frostbites is good, and if Udyr is good. Such like this. Like just in general, if Udyr is good, then everybody has like 1 damage AoEs, and that's just very bad for aggressive decks. And yeah, I don't know how healthy Udyr will ultimately be. Of course, I like that he gets a chance, but that didn't feel like very much counterplay, just all of the combat tricks, all of the interaction. I guess these slow interaction style decks really lose to, I don't know, combo stuff, but they kind of nerfed a lot of combo stuff, that's why we have mid-range meta. I think this should be good if you don't like blindly run into for Glory, if your opponent doesn't draw 5 champions in a row. So yeah, but I still don't think this deck is good at any. Really, I'm happy that you pulled out our stuff once, so yeah, kind of predicted the outcome. And yeah, for what I want to talk about, basically said in the beginning, I'm going to not ever do daily uploads. If you like me not upload one day, you know, that's just not something I want to push myself into. I want to live my life and want to be free in my decision making, not feel like I have to upload every day for something that's not my job. I appreciate everybody who's watching and who enjoys my videos, but yeah, I also want to take some time and work on new slides, work on new educational content, which just takes more time. In this video, I just sit down for 30 minutes or 45 minutes and upload it for 30 minutes and it's done. Educational slides, they take like 6 to 8 hours, maybe not that long, depends on like the amount of slides, but they take a little bit more time, at least in these type of videos. I might skip a few days in between to just keep working on these slides, keep working on educational content, because that's kind of what I want to be doing. Also check out my Twitter account, my Conan-san LOR, and also like, I want to do Path educational content. Right now it doesn't make much sense because Path, I guess I can give you an update on that as well. I was playing a lot of Path recently. I don't feel like uploading this is really worthwhile because talking slows me down a lot. And what happened is I basically finished all of the champions here to like not fight 22. I have these at 14, but the only two I didn't beat the game with yet or didn't beat Victor with yet is Lee Sin and Irelia. Lee Sin just got buffed heavily, like 2 times in a row, so I didn't feel like completing him yet. Irelia just seems really easy, and for example, Sedge just automatically win. And yeah, Skysword Dragon got buffed to focus speed, so it should be easier. I'm using Dread Ray right now to double trigger these spells. And yeah, this will be probably done pretty soonish, I hope. And then I can focus more constructed again, but this is like a personal quest to get like all of the S ranks on these different things and just finish them out one by one. I didn't actually do the last 2 yet, but it's pretty easy. Just like with Jinx, you just like any power, it's fleeting and stuff. But yeah, I really like the Path encounters. I hope they like preserve some for the future. And even if I don't have them all saved, so I can talk about them if needed. But this is my channel goal. I want to be something that's individual, not just like random meme decks like everybody does. And want to, yeah, not do daily stuff because everybody can catch up. Yeah, just in general, more. Yeah, I think I'm just rambling at this point. Thank you for watching. Check out our Twitter. Join our Legend of Terror Poetry Discord. That's where I'm the most active right now. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.